I have a student in my class who's from Haiti. He only speaks French and Creole. And of course, I was excited to have him in my class because I'm like, this is going to be perfect. I'm going to learn some Creole. This is going to be a great experience for the both of us. In the first week of school, he was, adjusting. He would cry all the time. He would cry every day. And I would go home and I'll be crying because I want him to love school. I want him to do well. And I want his family to feel supported. So there have been moments when I would call my friends like, hey, like, girl, can you get on the phone with him? And my friend, she's a therapist and she works. So I don't really get to like text to see if she's busy or not. I'm just like, let me call her really quickly. Can you translate? See what's going on? And it's just him not feeling comfortable. Not that he doesn't want to be here, but because he doesn't understand the language. So I will call her, and if she doesn't answer, I'll call her brothers like, hey Jean, hey John, talk to him, tell me what's going on. Well, I'll call her sisters, and they've been really helpful. So I'm grateful for my village. I'm grateful for the people that I'm connected to help me in those moments where I'm feeling lost. Sometimes I will feel a little defeated because he's crying and I want to help him. And I've went on Google to put in like the word in English. Google will translate it, but they'll only translate it in the words, and I can't pronounce it. So I call my friend and she'll tell me what to say, and the little boy be looking at me like, Kisa, like, Professor, what are you saying? Teacher, what are you saying? And I'm just like, I'm not even gonna try because it's bad enough that I don't speak the language and then I'm trying to speak the language and he's just like, girl, just speak English because what are you saying? Yesterday, I called his grandmother to talk to her, just to hear her voice and say, hey, this is what I've been noticing. And he's made progress. He's counting in English. He's saying a few words because I'll say to the kids like 1, 2, eyes on you. And he'll be saying eyes on you. So those moments I live for because it's small things that, I'm sitting here looking because I'm trying to do this before I have to go get my kids. He'll say some of the phrases and those are the moments that I live for. But yesterday when I was speaking to his grandmother, and usually I don't cry on the phone with parents. I'll cry when I call my mom and be like, Mommy, let me tell you about my day. But I cry because I want him to know that I love him. And I've asked my friend, I'm like, can you ask him if he likes me? And she's like, he likes you, but he just doesn't like where he is now because he doesn't understand what's going on. And, yesterday I was telling his grandma, I really love him. I want him to feel supported. I want him to know that I care about him. And, he will learn English. And it was hard because as much as I'm trying to communicate with him, I still feel like I'm not doing enough. Is there more that I can do? And my friend is like, no, girl, you're doing your thing. You're doing the best that you can. And while I was speaking to his grandmother, I just started crying, like real tears. And I said, please let him know that Miss K loves him. And he said, I love you, Miss K. And when I say I was crying, like real, like a nasty cry, I was crying because I know that it is challenging for the both of us. So I'm excited for the challenge. I just want to do right by him. And I want him to just remember me and remember me being that teacher that went the extra mile. So as much as I don't know Creole, and of course we're in Brooklyn, so you can learn it if you want to. I just want this school year to be a good year for him. I want him to love school because he went to school in Haiti. It was different. And his handwriting is so neat. So when I give him activities to do, even if it's tracing letters, shapes, he does a really good job. So I'll definitely keep you posted on his progress throughout the year. But know that this is not easy. People think being a teacher, oh, that's an easy job. Or some people will say, I don't know how you do it. I don't have the patience for it, whatever. This job is not easy, but it's one of those rewarding careers, at least for me. I feel like I'm making a difference. are making a difference in children's lives. They will remember you forever. And I want that when they think of Miss K, they're like, Miss K was a good teacher. Miss K really cared about me. Miss K really loved me. So I'll keep you posted on my students' progress and maybe post a little video of him with his family's permission, of course. When he starts to speak more English, like interacting with the students, he does that. But once they start talking too much, he tunes out because he's like, I don't even know what you're saying. Look on this journey as I support my student. Now, I've had students that only spoke Spanish, but it's easy because, you know, I know some Spanish, so I can translate it. It's easy. Even Google Translate will translate it and say it. But for some reason, when you put in English to Creole, it doesn't translate. It'll translate the words itself, but it doesn't pronounce it for you. So it's no help. We were looking on Amazon for flashcards, and even looking at the flashcards, people are like, these are not the right flashcards. So what can we do to support these students who are coming from different places and speak another language besides Spanish? I'm sure he's gonna do well.